HelloFresh is the leading meal kit company. Our mission statement is to change the way that people eat forever, to really provide a large variety that mixes up dinner every week. The desire to increase the level of automation was to increase our capacity levels so that we could ship meals to more customers, while we also continue to increase our offerings to those customers as well.
We knew that we wanted to add some things that would allow us to help with increasing efficiencies within our DCs and also raising the quality.
There were always several options, right? There's a ton of technologies that are out there today. The AutoStore is a proven technology. We know that Swisslog has very strong software capabilities with the AutoStore. They have a great reputation with the AutoStore. And so risk-reward standpoint, we felt very comfortable moving forward with this solution.
From end to end, we had a solution that was going to increase our quality, increase our efficiencies, but also give us the flexibility to continue to increase our meal choice over time.
In your traditional AutoStore system, most of the time you're starting your order at the AutoStore. Within our system, what we're doing is we're starting our orders upstream of the overall AutoStore and sequencing them into the AutoStore very particularly. We take advantage of being able to put several items in the box first to maintain cold chain, and then also route them into the AutoStore later on downstream and take advantage of the full efficiency at that point later on. That's a very unique aspect of how the AutoStore is fulfilling those orders as they come out, but also what we've seen is a dramatic increase in the potential throughput of the overall system. I think one of the biggest benefits of the overall AutoStore system is how modular it is. If you ever want to go ahead and expand an AutoStore, you're able to maintain operations, continue your fulfillment while also doing the expansion there. Ultimately, what we've seen is huge improvement in our overall efficiency. AutoStore takes advantage of your vertical space within your fulfillment center. And also it allows you to rapidly expand your SKU count within your building as well, without having to dramatically change the overall footprint of your building.
Making sure that you have a good partner, such as AutoStore and Swisslog, that allows you to feel confident that the technologies that they have on the market are stable, that are scalable, that they have a long-term business relationship with you.
Software is always, underlooked in these types of automation systems, but it's always really the most important thing. Without the right software powering the automation, you'll never see the true potential of the overall system. Sync is the warehouse execution system, the WES, that powers the entire system. What it does is it handles things from order allocation to our inventory levels, and then also handles all of the logic. Where am I going to route the box next? How am I going to execute upon the pick? So really it's controlling all the logic that runs behind that system. And really you're able to have full control over your automation through the software. The robots are always fun to watch. They sell themselves. And so ultimately what the team has had to figure out is how to take full advantage of those robots and make sure that they're working as efficient as possible. And that boils down to really learning the sync software, really learning how to interact with the sync software, the most optimal way to drop our orders, the most optimal way to send the orders to the system, and then you're able to take full advantage of the robot's capabilities at that point. So ultimately what Sync has allowed for us to do is leverage this AutoStore in a way that's unique to the overall industry. Once a case is released from the overall case erector, by the time it gets to the overall ship sorter, we've seen takt times anywhere between 9 to 12 minutes in order to get the box from the very beginning of the system all the way to the end of the ship sorter. Traditional E-Comm, you have about 1 to 2 order lines per box. We're about 15x that on several cases. So from an AutoStore perspective, the entire system ships upwards of 380,000 order lines per day. We've seen about 4,000 bin presentations in a single hour out of the AutoStore. So really it's a very high throughput system that puts together the whole puzzle. We've seen significant improvement in overall mispicks for customers, shipping the correct product to the direct customer, maintaining inventory levels, and also the goods to person technology has certainly improved the product accuracy that goes out to our customers. We can stay ahead of the competition because as we listen to our customer voice and hear what our customer wants, this level of automation and fulfillment technology allows for us to rapidly increase that SKU count based on what our customers' feedback is providing us, while also maintaining the same level of efficiency no matter what we're fulfilling.